This is not my body. This is the Lord's body. This is when we recalibrate our brain, get ourselves back on track. You know what? This body is a gift, and I'm here to give back.
There you go.
It's that simple.
Yep.
I've been using it like it's mine, and I've been taking from the whole to try to satisfy my whims, thinking I'm the center, thinking I'm the enjoyer, thinking I'm the controller, but it's not mine. I have to go back to the original divine plan for my life, for my body, for my thoughts, for my career, for my joy, for my recreation, for my play, right? For my family. Everything that I thought was me, including my body, all the extensions of my body, like my family, my children, my career, my work, my play, all those things are actually divine if I use them in a divine way. All I do is control a switch. Use it for God, use it for illusion. Use it for God, use it for illusion. And that using it for God is identifying myself as a spiritual being.
Thank you, Raghunath. Thank you.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Live from Super Soul Farm, this is Wisdom of the Sages, a spiritual podcast with your host, Raghunath, and co-host and senior educator at the Bhakti Center in New York City, Kaustubha Das. Welcome to the show. It's Monday, September 1st, 2025. It's episode 1663. And as they say in the States, happy Labor Day. It's a day off here in the States.
Happy Labor Day, Mara. Happy Labor Day, Raghu.
Happy Labor Day.
It's a day that we don't do labor in the name of honoring the laborers. We had an ecstatic weekend, Kaustubha.
Good.
We celebrated Radhastami.
What a wonderful day.
It was a great night. And you know what it was? We just like zeroed in on hearing and chanting. I had this great book of Radharani's pastimes, and we just went back and forth with kirtan.
Hold it right there. Hold it right there. I had this great book of Radharani's pastimes.
What?
That gets me wondering what kind of...
Are you wondering about Radharani on Radhastami? What do you want me to read? About Lord Boar?
I'm wondering what this book is. This great book.
Let me tell you about the Goswamis who wrote pastimes, who had visions.
Oh, okay. Is it from the? It was from the Goswamis.
Jesus, guy.
What?
On Monday morning, you want to get off of it? We haven't been. We're trying to come back together.
Just that
keep
phrase.
The family together.
It concerned me, Raghunath. It concerned me.
Listen. Radha's pastimes are very esoteric. That doesn't mean they don't exist.
I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm just wondering. I'm just concerned you're hearing them from the proper source. That's all.
Yes.
Out of my love for you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't care at all.
I just made them up. What do you think I am going to do?
That's possible. Okay, so continue.
That past time where Radha dropped her iPhone, that was a really...
Oh, yeah, that was great.
You see?
Well, let me tell you this. We just read pastimes, chanted kirtan. Read pastimes, chanted kirtan. Back and forth like that, back and forth like that. And then all of a sudden, it was make your own pizza night with Mara and Katie. And they blew the house down. It was great. And it wasn't a lot of people. We announced it late, like on a Thursday, and we celebrated on Sunday. And my mom was there. My mom loved it. My mom was singing and waving her hands. My mom and she started reading Radha Swami's Journey Home.
Look at that.
So check this out. I'm going to be in India for her 99th birthday.
Okay.
November 7th. So we're going to celebrate her birthday at the Wisdom of the Sages retreat at Super Soul Farm, which is like a month earlier. But you know what? She loves people. So all these people come around. She gets excited. She was at last week's retreat.
You didn't bring her back to the city. You kept her.
I brought her back to the city yesterday.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Dude, I just drove there, dropped her off, and drove back.
Didn't come by.
Exhausting.
You know, you see, he just tried to gloss right over that.
You know, I was trying to get back in a reasonable time. I was fasting. I was fasting. Right. I was fasting. What need do I have to see you?
Yeah, right.
And so anyway, yeah, my mom was inspired. So everybody who comes to our Wisdom of Sages retreat, Grandma Terry is going to be there, and we're going to celebrate her 100th or 99th birthday with her.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. All right, look, we gotta keep this thing moving just a little bit, Raghunath. 'Cause
Yeah, I wanted to tell you that.
know you're
Let's keep
happy.
this thing moving.
Yeah.
And
Maybe check in with Mara at this point.
Miss Mara, what's going on?
Well, today's September 1st, so I'm looking forward to the first day of Kastuba's Gita Collective.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So if people want to join to read it's the Bhagavad Gita broken down into 30 days. And how do they join if they want to join that Kastuba?
You'll have to put the link in the description thing.
Okay.
But that you join this WhatsApp group, and every day you get like what to read that day. It's like 10 minutes of reading. You just read just the verses. And then I put up a little video or two, like
Wow.
speaking about like what we're reading today and sharing
That's
a
awesome.
few thoughts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We got 555 people last I checked.
That's awesome.
I know. It's like I was like, wow,
Taking
maybe
names.
100 people,
Kastuba's taking names.
taking names. All right.
Very cool.
Great. Yeah. So today's the first day. So like jump in today if you can. We're going to read the entire Gita in the month of September. And then when it comes to October, we'll figure something else out.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
We are going to do a Sweet Baby Krishna tonight. What do you think about that?
Okay.
You know why? Because Grandma's not here.
Sweet baby.
Katie's here. We're going to read anyway.
Yeah.
That's a
So
perk.
That's a perk. So if you're a Sage community member, join us tonight at what time, Mary?
We
8
keep
o'clock.
on messing up the
8
time.
o'clock?
Yeah, let's do it.
8 o'clock tonight.
8 o'clock. How does one become a Sage community platform
Go
member?
to wisdomofsages.com and sign up with a monthly contribution. This is all the perks you get if you're a Sage
Sure.
community member. And it just helps our boat float a little better.
Yeah.
Because our boat's leaking water, right? It's gaining water right now.
Help.
And we're trying to keep this boat floating.
I was going to just mention quick, maybe we'll get into it more tomorrow, but the Bhadra Purnima is this Sunday, I think. That's the day when if you give the gift of a Bhagavatam, instead of the Bhagavatam, it's like you are delivered. You go back to Krishna. You go back.
That's it. That's all I have to
says it
do.
in the Bhagavatam.
I'm saved. I just believe. and give a
You're
gift.
saved. And
Okay.
so there's a way that everyone can do that. The goal is to distribute 68,000 sets this year.
I think the goal is to have everybody read them. That's what you're doing. That's the goal.
Well, there can be more than one goal. Raghunath.
Well, I think the goal has to be to read them, not just to.
You're really taking the air out of my sails here with this thing.
What? I'm blowing your sails.
All right.
Are you kidding? You're
We got to
doing
get
the-
this set in order to read it. And
a
so,
Bhagavad Gita set.
yeah, no, a Bhagavatam set.
Oh,
It's the
Bhagavatam
Bhadra
set.
Purnima. You give the Bhagavatam on this day.
Oh, I thought you said Bhagavad Gita. Okay.
No. So
the
the
Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavatam itself says that if you give the gift of it on the full moon, the Purnima of the month of Bhadra, which is this month, that it's like you go back to Krishna. And so every year at this time, everyone gets the opportunity. I always give a set or two at this time. And but not only we can give sets, you can receive a set of the Bhagavatam. If you just want a set,
If you want to be a taker, you can just take one.
well, they'll give it to you.
Yeah.
There's no need to take it. It'll be given to you. It'll arrive at your doorstep, a beautiful box just full of the whole set of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So tomorrow we'll give all the info for that.
Having the Bhagavatam in your house is like having an altar.
It's like having God in your house.
It's like having God in your house. And it's like, it's like an old school encyclopedia. It looks like an encyclopedia. Look at Professor Snooky's got one on her shelf right there next to all her academic books.
Snookster.
Anyway, that is ecstatic. We got Bhagavad Gita going with you. We got the Bhagavatam going. We got
Sweet baby.
Radharani's pastimes tonight with Sweet Baby Krishna. That's all Radha
We
Leela
got
tonight.
Chaitanya Charitamrita going. We told you would get more when we took it down to 3 days.
Yeah. Now
And
we're
It's happening, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have people signing up for my Nepal pilgrimage. I'm doing Nepal,
Okay, now he's throwing in more.
March 6th through the 18th.
Okay.
And it's unannounced. So if you're interested, you got to DM me or get back to me. But people are already signing up because I put one thing on my stories.
Very nice.
All righty.
Let's do this.
Let's do the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam.
No, first we got to
You
do
ready
the
for a
nugget.
Let's do our nugget.
It's coming
And-
from an interesting gentleman.
Walt
He looked a
Whitman.
lot like you. He had that kind of
Yeah, I
beard.
was thinking that too.
So did Colonel Sanders. I was just
Santa Claus. Chris Kringle.
All right. Walt Whitman. So he writes, I celebrate myself and sing myself, and what I assume you shall assume, For every atom belonging to me, as good belongs to you.
Celebrate
This is
myself.
the opening lines to his poem, Song of Myself. Read it again, Raghunath.
I celebrate myself. I sing myself. It almost sounds like narcissism.
But it changes quickly. You'll see.
Yeah. And what I assume, you shall assume. So that assume means something different, right?
Yeah, I think this
It
is
is-
an older type of assume. It doesn't mean like
It's like your claim. And what I acclaim,
what I get.
you shall
Yeah,
also claim.
yeah, exactly.
For every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. See,
You
this
like
is,
that?
these, you can tell that these thinkers, these these poets, these, you know,
Yeah.
Western philosophers, you can tell they had some bridge with Upanishads. They had some bridge with Bhagavad Gita. There was some borrowing of some
Was
information
Whitman?
there.
Do you know that for a fact?
I don't know, but you can tell this is definitely
Feels
this
like
type
it.
of
It does feel like
oneness.
it. Yeah.
And thanks for posting the photo. He does look a little bit like me,
hmm
but sort of on an off day. I
Do you
think I
think
look
you
a
would have
little
been
bit more.
friends?
I think a little bit more pert. I think a
Well,
little.
he doesn't have any mustache wax. I can tell.
Yeah, it was an older time. There was harder to. It
Hard
was
to
harder
get.
to get pomade back then. A nice quality coat.
Speak to me, Rogan.
I like what he's saying. A lot of times on our podcast, like when we draw from the Gita or the Bhagavatam, we say things like, "The body is not me."
Right.
Right? It's not me. It's stuff. Right? And just that is like it's very huge to understand. If
I'm
you
not the
get
body.
that, it's a game changer for everything that we do in life.
Okay.
But he pushes it farther. He says, "Every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you."
Okay.
Like, if
There's
that's
nothing
true,
that I own.
then not even my body,
Yeah.
this very thing made up of those atoms is the very thing made up of those atoms is really mine. Like we're so used to saying my house, my kids, my stuff, but here he's stripping it all away. Even this body isn't mine. I didn't make it. I'm not holding on to it. I can't hold it together. I won't be able to keep it forever. It's just some like molecular vehicle, a temporary vehicle I've been given to the keys to, a rental for a few days only when I turn it back in. So the real question is, if it's not mine, what's it for? How shall I use it? Whose actually is it? Right?
Yeah.
That's where the Gita steps in, right? That's where the Bhagavatam steps in. That's what gives us some clarity that this body is a gift. It's an instrument. It's a loaner. And there's a higher purpose on how it's meant to be engaged. And the Bhagavatam gives us that map. And to the degree that you lean into it is me, invite suffering. You're inviting suffering into your life.
Okay.
Right? Because when we don't follow truth, when we break the rules of nature,
Right.
we invite pain into our life. The rules of nature is I don't own this. It's a gift. And what do you do with gifts? You take care of a gift.
That's
Right?
so profound, Raghunath.
Imagine if you gave me a painting and I'm just like, whatever, and you just find it behind the couch or something and neglected. It's like, dude, what are you doing? I gave you that. I was like, I didn't care. But we flip it and just say, no, it is me. This is my identity. Huh?
You know, Raghunath, you're hitting on stuff here. Like I was thinking, because today's the first day of our reading the Gita for the Gita Collective, and what does it open up with? Everybody's in anxiety. Dhritarashtra's in anxiety. What's going on the battlefield? Duryodhana, he's running around the battlefield like politicking with like
Other princes.
the different leaders and so on, trying to make sure everyone's ego is appeased so that they're going to get into this fight and fight for him. And then ultimately Arjuna is going to be in anxiety too, because he's forgetting to take shelter, to connect. He got a little disconnected, from Krishna. But it's a fact. Once you however we want to define, like once you think this body is me, or even when you even think it's mine, and that's something we take for granted, right? Like, well, certainly this is mine.
Okay, I understand. I can't own my house. Like I
Yeah.
can't own my stuff. It's all temporary. It ends up in the
Trash heap.
transfer station, the junkyard. But I do own this is me.
Certainly my body's mine.
Flesh is me, like my body, my
Yeah.
decisions, my choice, my body, my choice.
Yeah. And so he
Nope.
says, for every atom belonging to me, just as good, it belongs to you. It means I'm trying to think on a higher level, right? In one sense, we have a certain autonomy with our body. You know, my individual consciousness is permeating my body and not yours, and vice versa. Yours is permeating. And that gives us a certain, it gives us a certain, I suppose, privilege and a certain responsibility. But Walt Whitman is saying that's one level of thought, but there's another level of thought, or this isn't even mine, and it's as much yours as it is mine. And whose is it really? You know, and that's where the Upanishads do take us, right? Like we go to the Ishopanishad. Everything animate or inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Ishvara, right? By ultimately by God. And one should therefore accept only those things necessary for themselves, which are set aside as their quota. And one should not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong. One may aspire to live for hundreds of years if he continuously goes on working in that way. For that sort of work will not bind them to the law of karma. There is no alternative to this way for people. Right? Like this is the wisdom that we're meant to let go in a certain way. This is all going to come up in the context of what we're reading, because Krishna, little Krishna, he's tied up to this grinding mortar, which is like having a big, like, hourglass kind of shaped, big wooden thing.
Albatross, perhaps.
Well, in other words, he's got this thing dragging behind him, and it's big, and it's kind of like an hourglass shaped kind of big thing of wood, and or even stone, right? I think they have
Stone ones.
Yeah, because when you go to Nandagram, I think they have like one there, you know.
Hmm.
In any case, he's on a mission, right? The little baby Krishna is dragging this thing, and he's gonna set free these two people, devas, you could say, that were trapped inside these two trees that are standing next to each other. And we're gonna see that, like, they were cursed to stand as trees.
Mm.
And before that, the reason they were cursed is because they were the sons of Kuvera, the treasure of the devas. They're very wealthy, and great wealth can be an obstacle to.
It could be an intoxicant.
An intoxicant.
Like, everything's great. We're just gonna party. It's fun.
Well, they were partying in the water, naked with young ladies,
in the Mandakini,
getting drunk. And you could imagine their devas. They probably had very beautiful bodies, right? They're proud of those bodies. And Nārada comes along, and all the girls are kind of like a bit
embarrassing,
embarrassed and ashamed, and they cover themselves up, and they were just like
shameless.
We're partying naked, and we don't care.
Yeah, it was like spring break in the higher realms, you know.
Yeah. And then Nārada begins to talk about this pride in the body, and you know, and he asks this question: who does the body even belong to? You're sitting here so proud of your body. Who does it even belong to? And he gets us to question it on a deeper level. And it's a question that we all need to ask ourselves. You know, like, what is this vehicle that I'm moving around in? Who does it belong to? How is it meant to be used? We need to come to that level of thought. So maybe we dive in here.
This is the part of the Bhagavatam he talks about the poverty-stricken person.
I think you're thinking of Kunti's prayers, where she says that a poverty-stricken person has only a poverty-stricken person.
Anyway, we'll read it today.
All right.
But yeah, this body, and our conclusion is that this body is the Lord's. It's a gift from the Lord. It should be used for the Lord. Here's a great example. I just thought of this. I used to drive a truck for Domino's Pizza. That's what I did when I was 16.
Get
I drove
out.
That truck. Yeah, I drove the Domino's Pizza truck.
Right.
And so I would deliver pizza. Now imagine if I kept the keys one night and just joyrided with that truck.
What to speak of,
drove it all over town and opened the shop.
Took a few bites,
delivered it for all my friends. But that's and joyrided with the truck, and even smashed the truck. Right? It's not my truck. It's their truck, and it should be used for the owner of the business. They've entrusted it to me. This is the enlightenment we're looking for in bhakti, that this body has been entrusted to us to be used in a divine service. We are divine beings. We're going to give you this body for divine service, or you can use it and break all the rules of the business, and you pay the price of it. You get arrested. We get arrested by the material nature. We suffer the sentence of anxiety. We suffer the sentence of loss. We suffer the sentence of complete illusion. I thought not just the body was mine, but these things of the body, the children, the family, the home, the car, our savings. None of it's ours.
That's right. I can picture a meeting right now, like in a Domino's Pizza, like in the back, and like all the employees are there with their little uniforms, and there's like the manager.
Ray stole the truck again.
They're saying somebody's been delivering pizza with some bites taken out of it. We can't do this, people.
So many pastimes at Domino's Pizza.
And everybody's looking at Raghunath like, it wasn't me.
Hare Krishna.
All right,
my friend. Let's get into this. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tatojayam mudirayat. Before we start in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is our very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord Narayan. Unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and to Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nasta prayeshva badreshu nityam bhagavat sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regular attendance in classes in the Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart will become eradicated, and loving service to the Supreme Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, will be established as an irrevocable fact. Om Jnana Timarandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chaksuran Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance. My teachers are opening my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my obeisances at their lotus feet. Reading from the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 10. We got a whole new chapter entitled The Deliverance of the Yamal Arjuna Trees.
Okay.
They delivered the trees.
Twin trees.
Makes you think that who are these trees that are around us?
They're
just like I always say about my dog. Who is Gus? Who is that dog? But the real thing is, like, who are all these beings? Who is Mara?
Who are you?
Who are you? Tell me. I'm Mara.
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are? That's a great question. You know what I mean? Who do you think you are?
Mr. Big Stuff.
That's like a big question, a spiritual question.
Yeah.
All right. Text 1. King Parikshit inquired from Sukadeva Goswami. So this is the narrators here.
Yeah.
O great and powerful saint, what was the cause of Nalu Kuvera and Mani Grivas having been cursed by Nārada? What did they do that was so abominable that Nārada, the great sage, became angry? Kindly describe this to me.
Normally, Narada's never angry. He's flying around, singing, chanting, happily absorbed in bhakti. What got him so upset that he cursed two people like this?
Sukadeva Goswami said, O king, because the two sons of Kuvera had been elevated to the association of Lord Shiva, of which they were very much proud, they were allowed to wander in the garden attached to Kailash Hill. Wow. On the bank of the Mandakini River. So
they got a special privilege.
So this is happening in the spiritual realm, because I don't think this happened on Earth.
Well, Kailash.
I know, but it's Kailash of the spiritual realm, you know?
Spiritual realm or a higher material realm?
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Oh, Kailash is Mandakini. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's happening on this planet as we know it.
Mara, look up Kailash.
Well, Kailash is on the Earth. It's on Nepal and China and India, but there is a Kailash of the spiritual. There's a spiritual, and the same with the Mandakini River. It's here, but it also is in the spiritual realm.
Everything associated with Lord Shiva is like it's like this unique category because it's kind of like half spiritual, half material. You know, it's like he's kind of half God and half not. You know, it's always a little tricky, and I think his realm is kind of the spiritual realm, but not quite. It's hard to understand.
I'm still debating whether to go in Parikram to Kailash.
Oh, Raghunath.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
It's a little dangerous.
Pushing it.
Hey, you die, you die.
Go crazy out there.
I don't think you go crazy. I think you just die.
No, people go crazy. They lose their minds.
No, that's what they do that at the Rasa Stali. If you go into the
Another
the
place.
Rasa dance at night,
That's another place. But
and
no,
you just
no.
you're not ready to receive it, and it just
As-
blows your brains.
As such, Nārada Muni, she went there, and even I think one of the people-
Kailash?
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. Taking advantage of this, they used to drink a kind of liquor called Varuni.
I think it's
I
made
think
out of
Varuni must be like mead.
No, it's made out of. I think it's honey.
That's what mead is, man.
Is that what mead is?
Yeah, it's like a fermented honey drink.
Really? Mead.
Yeah. Mead. You never heard that?
I have heard of it, but I didn't know it was made out of honey.
Yeah. Accompanied by women singing after them, they would wander in that garden of flowers, their eyes always rolling in intoxication. So this is like the sons of a wealthy family. Sometimes they are
Party
because
guys.
they're party guys and they
Playboys.
have access. Yeah. They have access to luxury drugs,
Mhm.
luxury, it's good karma will do you in sometimes.
Yeah.
Within the waters of the Mandakini Ganga, which were crowded with gardens of lotus flowers, the two sons of Kuvera would enjoy young girls. So it's like a little bit of a orgy type of situation here. Just like two male elephants enjoying in the water with female elephants.
It's improper.
Completely inappropriate.
Entirely inappropriate behavior.
Omar's picture. By some auspicious opportunity for the two boys, right?
Yeah.
This is auspicious. The great saint, they call him Dev Rishi Nārada. Dev means like godly Rishi, godly sage Nārada.
The Rishi amongst the Devas, yeah.
Yeah, appeared there by chance. So that's sort of like a downer. You're having a party, and all of a sudden a priest walks in. It's like, wait a second.
Saint walks by.
Saint, like, it really ruins the
It
party.
should have taken the wind out of their sails. It should have.
Mm.
It did for the girls.
It did for the girls. Upon seeing Nārada, the naked young girl, seeing them intoxicated with rolling eyes, he could understand their situation. Upon seeing Nārada, the naked young girls of the demigods were very much ashamed.
Mhm.
Afraid of being cursed, they covered their bodies with their garments. But the two sons of Kuvera, they did not do so. Instead, not caring about Nārada, they just remained naked.
At least put a pair of pants on.
Throw a pair of,
you know. That means they were
Speedos.
they just lost touch with Dharma entirely. They were just
Yeah, who
so
cares?
absorbed in themselves and
flippant.
their enjoyment.
It can happen, especially if you have a
Does
lot
happen.
of good karma. It's just intoxicating.
Yeah.
We don't know. Our karma's not that good. I got a feeling if we had better karma, it'd be harder to
very
be in this
dangerous.
material world. It's very tough. I mean, you see celebrities all the time. They
All the time.
suffer tremendously with in intoxication because it's like it's fame becomes overwhelming.
We can't handle it. Krishna can handle it.
Krishna can handle it. Fame, beauty, wealth, it can really
Power.
ruin your power.
Let Krishna have those things. Let him be the all attractive one.
Yeah.
Right.
Seeing the two
Seeing the two sons.
Seeing the two sons of the demigods naked and intoxicated by opulence and false prestige, Devarishi Nārada, in order to show them special mercy, desired to give them a special curse.
Special
That-
curse.
Thus he spoke as well. We'd always say that when we lived in the ashram. It's like, you did something, you dropped something and hurt your foot really bad. A devotee put their arm on your shoulder. Oh, you really got the mercy.
That's right.
It's like, what are you talking about? Broke a toe. You got the
Mercy.
mercy.
I mentioned last week that I was hearing a class by Radhika Raman Prabhu, Dr. Ravi Gupta, and he was speaking about cursing, like cursing in the Bhagavatam, and he kind of did a whole analysis of it. He didn't give the full analysis, but it was interesting the way that he was describing it.
Tell me.
Well, he just kind of given it some context. He said, even just like in normal dealings, like there's language which they call descriptive language. Like I might say, oh, it's a lovely day.
Yeah.
It's just describing what's going on. And then there's language which I think he called it affective language. Language that when it's spoken, the sound itself creates an effect. Like if I say stop,
Mm.
right? It's because I vibrated that sound, then it created an effect in the world. And then he began to analyze, like you take a judge, right? Or like if you take a person that's not a judge, and they, like I might say to Raghunath, I
Yes.
sentence you to 5 years in prison, okay? But it's meaningless when I say it because the power to affect it is not residing in me,
Right.
right? I
The
don't.
sages have this Vach siddhi.
They've accrued the power that their word, their sound that they create can become effective.
Yeah.
It
Happens.
in a short, yeah, like in a nutshell, that's kind of how he described it. But he broke it down into a very interesting analysis. Then he began to analyze the different curses that are there and the different varieties of curses.
You have some info on this?
Well, he was saying some curses. Oh, I wish I remembered it. He said some curses are kind of already going to happen, but they're kind of just like for instance, Lord Chaitanya was cursed that his household life would never be
Flourish. Yeah.
right. And Nārada gets cursed in Bhagavatam, doesn't he? Doesn't he get cursed by Daksha because he kept preaching to Daksha's sons?
Krishna gets cursed by Gandhari. Boom.
Okay, but let me work with this one first.
Okay.
He gets cursed. Nārada gets cursed by Daksha because now Narada's kind of on a higher level, but Daksha's a very powerful individual. And because he kept turning, and Daksha wanted his sons to become progenitors, that was kind of his mission in life. And Nārada kept convincing them all to become renunciates. And so he cursed them. You can never stay in one place for any amount of time. For him, that's like a real problem. But for Nārada, it's like, I'm happy to travel and share bhakti wherever I go. So that's like one kind of curse. I forget. He gave a whole variety. He spoke about different. But we should go deeper into that topic. But in any case, here Nārada is going to curse. He has the accrued merit through whether it's through austerities or whether for him, it's through the power of his own devotion, that he can speak a sound and it can have an effect within the atmosphere. And he wants to give a curse not out of, he may have been angry, but it's not out of any kind of hostility that he has towards these young men, but it's actually because he cares about them.
For the great souls, they evoke anger. They're not controlled by anger.
Yeah,
I get
right.
subject to rage sometimes. I get subject to anger where anger can dominate me and dominate my intelligence. Whereas a person who's in full control of their senses, they evoke anger and anger becomes their tool. And because they're great souls, that anger blesses the people somehow. Somehow it blesses the people. Whereas rage, like road rage or something, that makes everybody degraded. It makes the person you're attacking, it makes you degraded, makes anybody who witnesses it degraded. So yeah, we see again that great souls cursing always ends up giving some type of benefit.
And when it's not a great soul, there's no auspiciousness in it. We see that this incredibly powerful renunciate, or I don't know if renunciate is right, but mystic, Durvasa, attempts to curse Ambarisha. We read about that, right, previously. Remember that?
Yeah.
And so he was trying to throw a curse at him, and he was one of these well-trained mystics, but because he tried to throw it at a simple devotee who had none of these, it wasn't like he counteracted it. Counter cursed him.
You didn't counter curse Durvas.
But it worked as a counter curse because it went against the wrong person. So in one sense, the summary of what Radhika Raman Prabhu was saying was, curses, they work as a narrow form of effective speech when it's uttered by a purified, mantra-trained sage. It's like a technological karma kunda power behind their words. It's precise and it's potent, but it's also risky. And it's not the goal of the bhakti yogis. And bhakti yogis are protected from these kind of curses, right? Because like it's just
Mm.
Ambarish didn't know anything about curses and special mantra power and all that, but he just had this, his life was given to God
Sure.
and he was protected. Okay, but so
Pure,
Narada's
pure
curse here.
devotees are protected. I don't know if everybody's protected.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Meaning even, I don't know if I'm above protection from a curse.
Let's try. Let's see.
Well, I know to the degree that we become purified, the curse. You know, we see that even Krishna's
I've
hands.
heard that you're protected by Lord Shiva. It's been
Well,
said by
It's
mystics.
been said by people, but
Yeah.
okay, continuing on.
Well, so in any case, yeah, Narada's going to curse them, but he's it's going to seem like it's really bad, but it's actually good when you zoom out, right? So what does he say?
Narada said, among all the attractions of the material enjoyment, the attraction of riches bewilders one's intelligence more than having beautiful bodily features.
Mm.
So these are
These are all things that
these
can
are all
bewilder
things
you
that
potentially.
attract people's steal people's intelligence. Having beautiful features,
Mm-hmm.
taking birth in an aristocratic family.
How have you dealt with all these things, Raghunath? how do you manage?
Taking birth in an
Stay-
aristocratic family. I haven't taken birth in an aristocratic family, but I'm sure there's people
you
out
did.
there that have taken birth there,
Yeah.
taken birth in this like very well-to-do families, prestigious families, and there's a type of ego that goes with that,
Aristocracy.
right? And intoxic, where you actually just look down upon other people. Who do they think they're? Who
Oh.
are these people?
By the way,
You know,
Raghunath, you know, I got into watching something over the past couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It's not a squirrel. See, it's not a squirrel because it's on point. This is the point.
Well, it's a little
War and
bit.
Peace, the BBC production of War and Peace.
Oh yeah, Tolstoy.
Tolstoy was like a sadhu. And this was a person that had a lot of, you know, and he what a master he is. You know what a master he is, and it's
It's on YouTube.
it's on Amazon Prime. That's
You
what
know,
I
I bought War and Peace as an audiobook, and I just couldn't get through it. So maybe I need to see the visual.
Yeah, I mean, you get a lot more out of the book, obviously, but it's set in the Russian aristocracy, right?
Mm.
And
Every aristocracy, there was like the aristocratic, and then there were the very poor slave laborers.
yes,
You know,
that is a common dynamic. Yes.
yeah, that was everywhere.
Okay, so, but he works with these characters and their struggles. Their struggles. Some people become very, very bewildered by that, by their riches and by their influence.
Sure.
And some of them taste that and become disillusioned by it or disgusted by it. And then they search intensely to try to find meaning.
Mm.
He is so brilliant. And there's so many brilliant bhakti, you know, related realizations that he shares in War and Peace. Anyway, I could go on a long time about it, but I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that for now.
Hi.
What? What did you say? What did you say?
Nārada Muni said,
Yeah. He also had a beautiful beard like you, Raghunath. I just want to share that.
he did.
Tolstoy.
He did. Among all the attractions of material enjoyment, the attraction of riches bewilders one's intelligence more than having a beautiful bodily features. More than having beautiful bodily features, taking birth in an aristocratic family, and being learned. Like some people are just very, very learned.
That can get
And
very puffed up.
that's their Maya. They just think they're better. These people. There's some people that are just so smart that they can even convince you of something that is wrong. Ever meet a person like that? They can convince you of something that is wrong. You might even know he's wrong, but I can't defeat him. There's people like that. They use their intelligence to manipulate people.
Yeah.
When one is educated, but when one is uneducated, but falsely puffed up by wealth, the result is that one engages his wealth in enjoying wine, women, and gambling. Basically,
intoxication, sex, and
adar, whatever you want to
Adar.
call it. Maybe it's not women. Maybe it's men. Maybe it's any type of intoxicants things that we say adharmic, against Dharma, and it gets messy real quick.
Okay.
Unable to control their senses, rascals who are falsely proud of their riches or their birth in aristocratic families are so cruel that to maintain their perishable bodies, they will think they will never grow old or die. They kill poor animals without mercy. Sometimes they kill animals merely to enjoy an excursion.
We
Right?
see
You go on a
that.
safari, or you're like,
The aristocracy is often into that fox hunting or these safaris that they go on.
yeah, are you kidding? By the way, this is that part of the Bhagavatam I was talking about.
Okay.
It almost like Prabhupada or the Bhagavatam itself. I've read this in the Krishna book. It's almost like they're glorifying poverty here, because they say a poverty-stricken person will allow sadhus to enter their house, but sometimes very wealthy people will not let people into their house. It glorifies poverty.
Yeah. Not that poverty itself will do it. But
the word poverty also has so many different meanings, but the idea of that, there's a humility that can come with having little. While
this is Queen Kunti's famous prayer.
while living, one may be proud of one's body, thinking oneself.
Let me just quickly share Queen Kunti's prayer because it's right
Oh,
on
I'm sorry.
point. It's right on point. Kunti prays to Krishna, "My Lord, your lordship can be easily approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and bodily beauty, cannot approach you with sincere feeling." Right? It's a general kind of thing, right?
That is a beautiful prayer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It cannot approach you with sincere feeling. Why?
She says, yeah,
Because they're ultimately not leaning into God.
yeah.
We're leaning into, our credit card, our feeling of there's other safety out there. Don't worry, your dad will take care of you. Don't worry, your spouse will take care of you. Don't worry, you got that home. You've got these savings. It's in that destitution Queen Kunti's praying. And by the way, she is a queen. She does have all those things. She
Right.
has all the opulence.
Although she's
But
gone, she's also had to go in exile in the forest and stuff like that too. So she's kind of experienced life in a very broad way.
If you're ever destitute, you should understand
That's a blessing.
this is a special blessing from God that you can only take shelter of Him. I was going through some pain recently. I was going through some pain.
Papa Ganoush.
It's a real internal turmoil.
Yeah.
And talking it out with my Bhakti recovery people, talking it out with Mara.
What about
and
me? Did you come to me? Did you come to me?
I did not. You don't understand pain. You're just like, just chant. just read the Bhagavad Gita.
All right.
Hare Krishna. No, I didn't. Just,
You did come to me about something recently. We talked.
did I?
This is something
Maybe
different.
Maybe I did. I've got a multifaceted pain going on, multifaceted turmoil. But it all boils to this thing is whenever there's pain, that desperation and that sadness make you just reach out to God.
Oh,
That's
Tolstoy.
that's
Oh.
all that's the divine plan behind pain.
Yeah.
The divine plan behind pain is for you to just reach out to God.
Rogan, that was the last line in the film. I don't want to give any spoilers here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he says,
I'm thinking like Tolstoy now.
yeah, well, he was taken prisoner at one point. It's all set in the historical setting of Napoleon coming and attacking Russia, and he gets taken as a prisoner, and he suffers intensely. But
God.
he meets a sadhu that's also a prisoner, and he gains these realizations. And the very last lines of the movie were like, would I have, I suffered intensely as a prisoner, but would I accept that again if it's what I needed to understand life as I understand it now? I said, yes, I would accept it again and again. Let those calamities happen again and again. That's what Kunti prays, right?
Deep realization. Anyway, for anyone who's going through that winter season of life right now,
Rogu's here for you.
thank God. It's hard to say when things are sunny, but when it's really cold out there, Krishna's got some special plan for you. Special love for you going on.
Right. Text 10.
And text 10. While living, one may be proud of one's body, thinking oneself a very big man, a big minister, a president, or even a demigod.
You don't say.
But whatever one may be, after death, this body will turn either into worms, into stool. How does it turn into stool?
People eat it and then they excrete it.
Well, people don't eat your body unless you're hanging out in.
Well, animals are people too, Raghunath.
Or into ashes. They'll burn it. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? We buy the most expensive facial products, and then we rot in the ground.
Yep.
1 minute I'm getting my teeth done. The next minute we're rotting.
These Money Grieve and El Cuverman. Oh man, this is a downer. Like we were having a good time. Now
we're having a good time. This guy's laying all this stuff
it's
on
harsh
us now.
in my mellow over here. Okay.
If one kills poor animals, and then it goes on to say, I always thought this was Prabhupada just teasing this out in the purport.
He gives a lot of
the
commentary on it. Yeah.
But it's actually the Bhagavatam, because generally when there is indulgence, one thing you lean into is, hey, let's enjoy better tasting foods. And they go right into killing animals. If one kills poor animals to satisfy the temporary whims of the body, one does not know that he will suffer in this next birth. For such a sinful miscreant must go to a hell and suffer the results of his actions.
All right. So
right?
now
There is a type of payback. There is some type of justice in this world. Justice happens.
That's right. Justice is real. And Raghunath, this text 11 and 12, this is going to tie it all right back to Walt Whitman here.
While alive, does this body belong to its employer? So this is a good philosophical thing that's going to go right into here. Yeah. Like, who owns your body? Does it belong to your employer?
They tell you what to do, right?
They tell you what to do.
Your body over here.
No, you're staying till 8 tonight.
Yeah, your body wasn't here on time.
You better show up here at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So do they own my body? They're telling me what to do. Or does it belong to the father and the mother?
Mm-hmm.
Right? The father and the mother.
They created it.
Stand up. They created your body.
Yeah.
Does it belong to the person who takes it away by force? Right? Suppose there's a human trafficker.
Yeah.
Or a kidnapper.
Yeah, now they got it.
Might be the same thing. They got your body. Who owns the body? Them or you?
Yeah.
To the slave master who purchased it.
I got the deed right here to your body.
I own this body. Slavery. It's been out there for a long time.
Yeah, always.
It's going on for a while. Or to the sons who burn it in the fire, right? Because
in Vedic do whatever they want.
Your sons take your dead body and they burn it. So here's my body I've been cherishing, and now it's going to get burnt to ashes. Oh. Or if this body is not burned, does it belong to the dogs? Suppose I'm just hiking through the forest, and one of those owls, a great horned owl, comes and crushes my skull with its talons, and I just drop dead. The owl flies away.
And some wolves.
My body. What's going to happen to my body? Are people going to come and throw flowers on it? No one's going to even notice it. You know what's going to happen? A couple coyotes are going to start sniffing and then chewing at it.
And if you try to take it from them, they're going to say it's mine.
Yeah, and they're going to chew. And they're going to ever see packs of wild dogs fight over a carcass and they rip it apart?
No, I've never seen
that. We don't
seen
subscribe to those Instagram accounts.
Oh, it's horrific. By the way, in the old days, pre-Instagram, it was very difficult to find animal attack videos on YouTube.
I know.
Now they're everywhere.
They're not everywhere. They're in your algorithm. Okay.
They must pop up for everybody at all the time.
No.
But and then the birds, not even the birds of prey, the birds of the scavenger birds, right? The vultures come, the crows come, they start picking at you.
Then they claim it. It's mine.
They claim it. No, it's my body. It brings up this great point. Not to ascertain among the many possible claimants,
right?
Who is the rightful claimant to your body?
This is what Whitman was saying. Who is you have just as much claim as I do, right?
Yeah. I'm going to take your body then.
Your body snatcher.
Not to ascertain this, but instead to maintain the body by sinful activities is not good.
Now, one more verse.
This body, after all, is produced by the unmanifested nature and again annihilated and merged back into the natural elements. I tell you, it's so temporary.
Mhm.
Therefore, it is the common property of everyone. Come here, you.
That's what Walt Whitman said, right?
Under the
What?
circumstances. Who but a rascal claims this property as his own, and while maintaining it, commits such sinful activities as killing animals just to satisfy their whims? Unless one is a rascal, one cannot commit such sinful activities. This is not my body. This is the Lord's body. This is when we recalibrate our brain, get ourselves back on track. You know what? This body is a gift, and I'm here to give back.
There you go.
It's that simple.
Yep.
I've been using it like it's mine, and I've been taking from the whole to try to satisfy my whims, thinking I'm the center, thinking I'm the enjoyer, thinking I'm the controller, but it's not mine. I have to go back to the original divine plan for my life, for my body, for my thoughts, for my career, for my joy, for my recreation, for my play, right? For my family. Everything that I thought was me, including my body, all the extensions of my body, like my family, my children, my career, my work, my play, all those things are actually divine if I use them in a divine way. All I do is control a switch. Use it for God, use it for illusion. Use it for God, use it for illusion. And that using it for God is identifying myself as a spiritual being.
Thank you, Raghunath. Thank you. Mara.
Mara. What? Oh, it's 8:01.
Yeah, it's time. Are you ready for some takeaways?
Ready.
All right.
If I say the last word of the podcast like I just did, does that bother you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Why would it bother me?
Doesn't seem bothered.
I don't know. You don't seem bothered, actually.
Atmavan Manyate Jagat.
Maybe it'd bother me if you said the last thing.
All right. Let's get to our takeaways.
I'm much more petty than you. We know that.
You're
This
Richard
bot-
Petty. I'm Tom Petty. Okay.
This body is a gift to be engaged in a higher purpose.
Who's Richard Petty?
You don't know Richard Petty? That guy was like the most famous stock car driver of our time.
Oh, Richard
Whoa.
Petty. Richard Petty, yeah.
Right?
That seems right up your alley. Stock car
Yeah.
racing.
Stock cars.
Wealth, beauty, and power can intoxicate you.
Mhm.
Oh, my God.
Let Krishna have all the opulences.
You know, sometimes with our band, my band, I feel like we could have had karma to be bigger. And out of Krishna's mercy, he
Would it have
kept
been
us at
good
a
for you?
certain, because God is real. And God wants to care for the devotees of God. He said, you
Raghunath,
know what? I can't give you any more fame. It will ruin your spiritual life.
Mara, Raghunath could have been like a playboy. He could have just went, if his band would have got bigger, he could have just we wouldn't recognize him, the saintly
Yeah.
person that he is right now. There's
He
Richard
might
Petty
not
for
even
you.
have a beard or a mustache.
I could have been in Playboy, perhaps, the magazine.
I don't think
A centerfold.
Do you know what a playboy is?
I don't think there's usually men in the center. All right.
He's really hot.
Hare Krishna.
Great souls can evoke anger but aren't controlled or degraded by anger.
That's right.
Great souls can control anger.
They're
They
not
don't let
controlled
anger
by it.
control them. They're not controlled by it. That's a
Mhm.
very big realization because oftentimes, we have to instruct people.
Okay.
When
Gotta
you're
get a little
practicing
angry
bhakti,
sometimes.
or even if you're a boss or you have somebody who's serving, working with you or something, and sometimes they piss you off, sometimes they anger you, and instead of getting controlled by that anger, you have to internalize it and actually correct them without
And then release
being
it.
controlled by anger.
Then release it.
And release it or to be a parent. That's a good one for to be a parent. You can really lose it on a kid. But if you internalize it and you make your point, but you don't make a difference in their life,
Yeah.
right? You make a point, but you don't make a difference. They'll just be like, you'll be like, I told him.
People can
Yeah.
sense that you've lost control.
You've lost control, and they were just like, yeah, whatever, Dad.
No.
Right?
Yeah. All right, Mara.
The curse of great souls brings auspiciousness.
That's right.
Yes, it sometimes takes a while.
Lean into God as your only security.
Lean in.
The divine plan behind pain is to reach to the divine.
Is to what?
Reach out to the divine. Understand destitution is a special blessing.
I say it now, but I've got to hear that I'll be destitute
Again and
one of
again.
these moments. You know, in a moment, I could be destitute.
In
In a moment.
I drove
That-
by
you see,
driving home yesterday. I was like upset. I was in traffic, and as I drove by, there was and my GPS said warning. I was like, okay. And there's a car pulled over, a bunch of sirens and stuff like that. But as I went farther, another car was completely torched,
Mm.
on fire. I was like, nobody lived from this.
You know, Raghunath, this War and Peace, a lot of it has to deal with this realization that we are kind of like in the ocean getting, you know, you get lifted up by a wave, and then, you know, there are these aristocratic families that are living in these huge mansions, and they're concerned that father's going to die and we're going to be destitute. Right? It's like in a moment, like these wealthy families become or in a moment, this family that's like considered at the top of the aristocracy can collapse with one scandal or one, you know, it's like nobody was safe. Everybody's struggling with suffering. I'm enjoying, I'm suffering, I'm enjoying, I'm suffering. And who can find the way to live so that even though we are vulnerable, that we're not suffering with anxiety.
It's great to read these things from previous times and
He's
see
so
that,
brilliant.
this is always existing.
And when he deals with these ideas, for me, it was like sometimes you go to a museum and like there's this huge painting that's like a total full-on master. Even like a corner of it is like incredible. He writes in such a way that's like so vast.
Right, I want to see that. And you have the link for that movie?
Find it on
It's on Amazon.
All right, we're watching that.
All right, watch. It's like a series. It's like
Oh, it's a series.
8
I
of them
love
or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, I could
series.
make a Mara popcorn.
Make some popcorn for us.
Mara popcorn. Mara. You don't have to even say that. Mara just like, my mom was the other day. Mara's like, do you like oatmeal or you like granola and yogurt? She's like, my mom was like, I'd like a waffle. And Mara like perked up. Waffles! I love making waffles.
It's great that like we had to get Rocco up too. So it's like, Rocco making waffles. He's like, all right. That's fun.
Everybody loves waffles.
Everybody loves waffles.
I even ate waffles that
I
day.
know, and you never eat breakfast. That's fun.
But it was a you know.
I was like, I live for these moments. Somebody wants waffles around here.
Oh, when Henry comes, we're making you waffles, sir.
You know what I was thinking? This is a squirrel, but that we should get waffle plates for our sandwich press or panini press so we can make more waffles at one time.
More waffle? You need
Squirrel
another
says
waffle
yes.
iron?
Well, yeah, we have that one little like
It
individual.
makes like
waffle
one
iron.
at a time.
Oh, you need one that makes like 4 at a time.
Yeah, but we have one of this great panini press, and if we get the
Panini.
waffle plates,
Oh, waffle plates. That's all you need is the
Oh,
plate.
then it's
Yeah.
a waffle maker.
then it's a waffle maker.
Well, what about our new stove that's got the thing in the middle? Can't that
Good
be a
for
waffle press
pancakes?
too?
Good for pancakes. Not
All right,
for
we're just having.
Waffle requires that. You don't just pour the batter and it just takes that shape, Raghunath.
I want to thank all our upstate New York listeners and all our Vermont listeners because every time they come to visit, they
Maple syrup.
give us maple
best gift.
syrup.
Best gift ever.
Yeah.
So good.
And they're always in competition with each other. Like Canada
Right,
maple
in
syrup's the
Vermont.
best, and then upstate New York,
Vermont's
the best. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll be the I'll tell you.
Bring us more
Bring
maple
us
syrup.
because I think New York's gone pretty high on the rankings.
It's Vermont, says Kishore Gopi.
All right.
Alrighty.
Winter season. Thank God. And
Winter season.
Thank God.
Thank God. That's a T-shirt.
I don't know if anybody's going to buy it.
Timothy Tucker, here's a shirt for you. Winter season, thank God.
Timothy Tucker's like, I don't know if I can make
I
that
don't
work.
think I don't think I can move those.
I can't move them. It's a great shirt, but I don't think I can move it.
Did I tell you I was wearing my Krishna Black Flag sweatshirt in Great Barrington? I took my mom out on a walk in Great Barrington.
And
I think I told the story, did I?
I mean, I've heard it, but I
Okay.
don't know if you said it on the show.
Like a businessman came in and he said, Hare Krishna and Black Flag. What a genius shirt that is.
no kidding. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
And
animals are people too.
they are, Raghunath. For a minute there, you forgot that. Just for a
I didn't
second.
forget. I was testing you. You passed the
Okay.
test. Good job. Congratulations. All blessings to you. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Don't forget about the Gita Collective, the Nepal
Gita
trip to you, the Nepal trip. And we are
And
not
sweet
doing
baby
Mayapur
Krishna.
this year. Yeah, sweet baby. We're not doing Mayapur this year. We're doing our Wisdom of Sages in India. What else we got going on? We got Wisdom of Sages. It's retreat
It's 99th birthday.
and the 99th birthday for Grandma. So come on down.